A lot of you have been asking me to share how I put together my new website, Estepona.Life. This website right here. You're probably familiar with it if you've been following along with my recent videos about my new project. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the website page by page. We'll take a look at how it's all put together. This isn't a tutorial as such because the way the website evolved was kind of here and there all over the place. I just kind of played around with lots of things and got it looking how I wanted through the process of trial and error. However, there is a tutorial to get you to a pretty good starting point. It's this tutorial. I'll put a link up now and a link in the description. And that shows you how to create a website for the travel industry, although you could have it for anything, to be fair, using Popcorn Theme. You see, Popcorn Theme has a demo that you can import that's called the travel demo or something like that. And that is what my site is based on. I've spoken to Phil, Popcorn Theme's developer, and he has promised that we'll be able to bring some of the newer patterns that I'm using on Estepona.Life into Popcorn Theme, probably via a plugin so that you guys can access them as well. That'll be available to all Popcorn customers. So let me get this out of the way now. If you want to get a copy of Popcorn Theme and set up a site very similar to mine, you can find Popcorn Theme at popcorntheme.com, and I'll put up a special voucher on the screen now so that you can get a discount just by watching this video. So anyway, let's get on the computer and let me take you through the site and how it's put together. So here is the website, Estepona.Life. It's almost ready for launch. I just keep adding more and more content, and then I want to add even more content so that I can link from that content, and it seems to be never ending. But yeah, I need to get to a point where I can push the button, and I guess that needs to be soon because it's summer here and tourists are starting to flock, so I want to get the site up as quickly as possible. As I said in the introduction, it's based on the Popcorn Theme travel template, which, let me show you that here. I think I've got it somewhere. Here we go. It's this one, which was the original version of the site, and it's very similar in a lot of ways. But then I've just kind of worked and worked and worked on Estepona.Life, and it's evolved into this. So let me take you through what we got on the homepage very quickly. The header is just the header. This has got some social icons. It's just, 3 columns, a few emojis, nothing too exciting. For the menu, I'm using the Mega Max menu. Is that the right thing? I'll double check in a minute. Plugin that allows you to have some more kind of fancy stuff on your menu. Let's in fact edit the site and I'll show you what it looks like in the back. Okay, at the top we've got a hero that's running a video. I'm not sure how good, or I'm not sure whether that is a good idea in terms of performance, but I really like the video, so we're going to stick with it for now. Then we've just got a search box, a little bit of text underneath. This is obviously a heading. Here, these are hero elements too. If I bring up the side, you can see what we've got. So yeah, sorry. They're cover elements, not heroes. They're covers with headings on top. Phil's added a nice little kind of hover effect, which I think we will implement into a future version of Popcorn so that you can enjoy that little hover. They've obviously got loads of shadows and round corners because I love all that. This is just a group, standard group with a couple of columns. These are query loops with a kind of cover template. Looks like that. Again, we're going to make all these available to Popcorn customers via a plugin or via a theme update. Here we've got more query loops, which are basically referencing certain post types. Now, this site is running custom posts. So the posts for hotels, for example, are different to the post types for restaurants and other eateries. I'll show you this in the back end in a moment. I don't think it's essential to do this. Phil just recommended that it might be useful because it then gives me a little bit of flexibility in terms of what shows where rather than just using posts and categories. But it does make the whole site a little bit more complex. These stars, for example, they're pulled in using a custom field, which again, I'll show you in a second. So, yeah, got this special thing called a location card, which is a template part that Phil's put together. As I say, all this stuff will be available to Popcorn users in the near future. So don't let that stop you getting a copy right now. These are just, usual call to action groups or patterns, 3 columns, added a nice icon, nice icons. I think I got them from Canva or somewhere like that, probably. Here we've got the WooCommerce Post carousel, which is part of the Spectra plugin, which I've spoken about a few times on my channel recently. It's a really cool free plugin. You'll find a link to it in the description. Gives you some extra carousels and cool stuff. Then we're down at the footer. Well, this is another just standard kind of group with a video. And then, yeah, the footer is just a footer made up of a group. And then within the group, we've got some columns. So that's the homepage, all pretty straightforward. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to save anything. Okay, so let's have a look at, in fact, let me have a look at the back end and show you the custom post types. So you see here, rather than just having posts, we've got car hire, eateries, hotels. Let's say it gives me a few extra features, which I'll show you in a second when it comes to adding content. Let me show you a bit of content and how it's put together. Let's go into one of the categories. Now, these categories have just got custom templates for each one. So they're basically all the same, but I've changed the image up the top and the words, of course, to make them unique. Very easy to do with Popcorn Theme. You find a tutorial on how to do that over at popcorntheme.com. I'll put a link to it in the description. So let's take a look at one of these. Let's take a look at, say, this one here. So it's made up of various different elements, which I'll go through one by one. The first is obviously the title, and then it's bringing up the category. Now, the category is called Bars in Estepona, so that it kind of looks nice when it's pulled in. I will edit this in a second so you can see exactly what it looks like. This is a custom badge, which again uses a custom field so that I can just set that this is our favorite, or that it should show our favorite badge, and then it does it automatically. These are custom fields, again, which are used around the site. We just saw them on the homepage, the stars. These, again, are custom fields. They're bought in when I tick some buttons. But before I was doing that, I was just using images. So you could do it that way. It just takes a little bit more time. This is part of the template. And then we've got a video. We've got some opening hours. We've got a map. I'll show you exactly how all these work in a moment. This is just a standard notice, part of Popcorn. These are part of Popcorn as well, the what we like, what we don't like. Here's some latest Google reviews. I did a full video on this recently. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then here, these are just standard Popcorn elements with some galleries of images. And then this is part of the template as well, and it uses custom fields again to populate this. So let me edit it. First off, let me edit the template. I'll show you what that looks like. So we've got the title at the top. Fair enough. Then we've got the one of many categories. So it's got the words one of many. Let me bring up this so you can see. It's got one of many, and then it pulls in categories. Very easy to add. It's just a little block called categories. And then it pulls in the name of the category that the post is in. Then we've got the excerpt, and then we've got these things, which are the ratings and price guides, which again are based on custom fields that Phil helped me put together. I will speak to Phil. Maybe we can do a tutorial together on exactly how to do that if you're interested. This is hard coded as part of the template. It's just a call out box. Here's the content. So that's the content that's going to be pulled in. And then this is the location block, which uses custom fields. Then obviously I put an author group as well, which just brings in the published date and the updated date. So then we've got the comments. Okay, let's get out of here. So when you're editing an actual eatery, as it's called, or a pub or a restaurant or a bar, it's pretty straightforward. WordPress YouTube widget at the top, if there is one. If not, I swap this out for just the featured image block that pulls in the featured image. Next, we've got the opening hours, which is made up of shortcodes from a plugin that I'm using, which I will show you right now. So it's just a Popcorn, what is this, column? Group, and then a column with a colored background and a heading. And then we've got some shortcodes. Now, these shortcodes come from a plugin. Let me show you what the plugin is, and we'll come back in a second. The plugin is called... He says, if I can find it, there it is. Business Hours Indicator Pro. I will put a link in the description to this plugin so you can check it out. So basically this plugin, it's okay. It's not the best. To add somewhere, you come into hours and then you go to add location. And then you just basically fill in all this stuff with a name, the type of business it is, an image, which is just a link to the featured image, the time zone. And then you click add, and then it creates something like this. Ooh, hang on, like this. And you just basically put in the opening hours. Simple as that. And then you can display them with that shortcode. The one thing I do like about it is it's got this dynamic kind of thing where it shows whether it's open or closed. Kind of like that. So yeah, I populate it with all those hours, and then all I have to do when I come in. By the way, I've got all of this whole thing saved as a pattern within Popcorn. So when I come in and create a blank or a brand new location, I can simply click on the plus, go into my patterns, and there's one for the hotels, which is slightly different. I'll show you that in a second. That's not the one. Here we go, this one here. I can just drop in the whole thing and then quickly change it. So all I change on here is this, the name of the place, and then it does all the opening hours. This is just a little bit of text at the bottom, which I change depending on the place. Here is just a Google Map embed code, which you can just get from Google Maps. In fact, I did a video on how this works recently. I'll put a link up to that video now. You find a link in the description, but basically go to Google Maps, find the location, go to share, and then there is an embed option. I said it's 100% and 100% so that it automatically fills the space. And these two columns are set to be the same size, so they match each other. Next up, we've got the comment, which is just a Popcorn theme notice box. This is the what we like, what we don't like. Again, a pattern that's standard with Popcorn theme. Right, and here is the Google Reviews. Now, Google Reviews uses a plugin again. And yeah, guess what? I did a video on exactly how this works, again, quite recently. So, yep, I'll put a link up. You'll find a link in the description. But it's a really cool little plugin. You basically add a location using a unique location ID that you look up from Google. Then it uses the Google API to pull down the reviews, which look really sweet. And obviously, you can configure the layout and how many reviews you want and all that kind of stuff. The free version does everything I need. I'm not needed to upgrade to the pro version, so that's good. Here we're just using, what are we using here? We've got some columns, 1 column, 2 column, and then here it's just a gallery, which I think is the standard WordPress gallery, I want to say. I think it is. Let me just check that. Yeah, it's not even the Spectra gallery. It's just the standard WordPress one. Probably the Spectra gallery would give me more flexibility and stuff, but it's too late now. And then again, I've just repeated it for the location. Down here are some custom fields. So this is the address, the phone number, the Facebook, the Instagram, and this is what's used to populate that section at the bottom. Do you remember where it says connect with whatever it's called, and then it shows phone numbers and addresses? Again, Phil did a little bit of jiggery pokery there. And I'm sure Phil will be able to help you out if you need any help with this. I'll put Phil's contact details in the description as well. But it's basically a case of setting up custom fields and then pulling those fields into your template. Here's some more custom fields. So these are the ratings, whether it's very good or reasonable. They just use emojis, basically. I'm not actually using this bit. This was something that Phil put in. I don't know how he's spelling business there. So that I wouldn't have to do this bit, but it's not working right now. I don't know whether we finished it. Ignore that. And then we've got the features. So as I tick these things, like high chair, I think they've got a high chair. Pretty sure. As I tick these, let me update. And we'll view. It pulls them in here. Shows these icons at the top. So it's very easy for me just to tick some boxes and get all the features coming up. So that's the directory side of things. Say it's basically just a collection of different patterns and widgets all pieced together. And then once you've got the layout right, save the whole thing as a pattern or as a template part, and then you can easily just replicate it. It does involve a few plugins though to do these opening hours, and here are the Google reviews. So you'll find links to all the plugins and everything I'm talking about, and the video tutorials. So I've got a video tutorial on this Google reviews and the opening hours in the description below. Okay, so that is the locations. Hotels are slightly different. I'm just using a different kind of pattern layout. it's basically the same. So this one doesn't have a video, so it's just got the featured image. I've just switched out opening hours because hotels don't tend to have opening hours. They're generally 24 hours with this book a room, which is just, again, a popcorn theme pattern with a nice big button, which is going to head off to booking.com or wherever I'm going to be affiliated with to earn some commission on some room bookings. Much of the same down here, reviews. Change this to what to expect rather than the food. But yeah, it's basically the same template with a few little changes just to fix, make it suitable for hotels. And the hotels have also got some different custom fields. You can apply different custom fields to different post types, which is why, again, using custom post types is a good idea. Rest of the site is just standard popcorn themed pages. This is the social icons widget, which I think is built into Popcorn. Pretty sure it is. It might be built into WordPress. That's no plugin. Yeah, just the standard pages. Same with here. Standard pages with some, the icons that come with Popcorn theme. Nothing special there. The FAQ is using the Rank Math FAQ, although if I was to redo it, I'd probably use the Spectra FAQ, which is much better looking, includes the SEO schema and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is just the Rank Math SEO widget or whatever that you can easily add to the page. Let me just show you it. Looks like this. It's called the Rank Math widget, I think. Or how to, not the how to, no, the FAQ by Rank Math, that one there. So if you're running Rank Math, which you might be because it's quite a good SEO plugin, you can do it like that. Right, let's talk about the shop. So the shop is running WooCommerce, and basically I styled up the WooCommerce template, which is very easy to do with Popcorn theme. Again, we'll try and get this layout incorporated into the travel demo or into Popcorn as a whole. Knocks up a quick image with Canva. Then added my products. These are just, again, images that I did with Canva down the right-hand side here. In terms of the t-shirt designs, I used a bit of software called Kittle. Let me show you Kittle. I'll put a link up now to Kittle and a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. Thanks very much if you use it. But it's cool. It's got so many cool t-shirt designs that are very easy to change. Better than Canva in terms of t-shirt designs. I still use Canva for mostly, or for most of my graphic design, but for t-shirts, this is pretty good. So, you know, any of these are good. You know, I've got some more t-shirt ideas just looking at these. You know, I could change this one to be suitable for a new t-shirt design. And you could just click Estepona. There we go, got a t-shirt design. Quite like that. I'll come back and do that one later. So yeah, check out Kittle. Let's say link in description. It's an affiliate link. Thanks very much if you use it. Once I had the t-shirts all designed, obviously I need someone to print them. To print them, I'm using Printify. Now, Printify just basically connects to WooCommerce. You install a little plugin onto WooCommerce. By the way, there is a link to Printify in the description. Let me just show you Printify if I can. Have I got it here? There we go. Yeah, I'll put a link up now to Printify. Link in description. It's an affiliate link. Thanks if you use it. And yeah, what you do is you get your designs from Kittle. You can then come into catalog, go to t-shirts, choose a nice t-shirt. This one's pretty good. The Bella Canvas 3001. I have looked or watched some of the other dropshipping YouTubers in terms of what they think is good. They said this t-shirt's really good. You come in like this. You decide where you want it to be shipped from. I think I chose this one in Poland because of like VAT and stuff, which I'm still a little confused about. It's very confusing having my company in the UK and then having products shipped to Spain from Poland. Oh, it's very confusing. Get help from an accountant if you are confused, but more than likely you're not registered for that, so it probably is okay for the time being. Yeah, you choose your provider, wherever they may be. I went for this one, Print Logistic. They had a pretty good price. I have just ordered some of the t-shirts. Well, in fact, I ordered them last week. They should be arriving tomorrow, so we'll see what quality is like. You go start designing. I'm going to explore by myself. And it's basically a pretty simple designer. You upload the image from Kittle. You're good to go. It then automatically publishes it to your WooCommerce. I will do a more detailed tutorial on the entire print-on-demand, dropshipping, printing stuff, t-shirts, business in the future, when I've hopefully made some sales and I can see everything working and I've got my head exactly around how everything works. But in a nutshell, that is how the shop is set up. It's Printify, it's WooCommerce. And yeah, I've done some test orders. I'm using Stripe to collect payments, which is very easy to set up. And yeah, I placed an order through the website. It all worked well. This is the standard kind of product template. But again, I've made a few customizations. I've added these buttons. It's very easy to edit templates. Of course, you just go to edit site within Popcorn, within WordPress, and you're good. So I think that's about it. The contact is just a contact. It's got a gravity form in there. Nothing too exciting. I was going to show you the mega menu, wasn't I? So it's I'm sure it's called mega menu something. Mega max menu, mega max mega menu, mega max. I don't know. Let's have a look. Max mega menu. Using the pro add-on there. I'll find a link and put it in the description. Looks like megamenu.com is where you want to go. Gives it a little bit of extra flexibility on the menus. It does use the kind of old style menu editor though, this one in here. And you can come in and, you can add icons. You could do cool stuff. I found it pretty cool. You can add like the cart icon, the search. I do like the search actually on it. It's really cool. It's got like this expanding search box that goes over the top. I guess the final thing to show you is just the inspiration section, which are just standard posts. Nothing special here. Again, I've created a template for this category. And let me get an article that I've actually finished. This one. Yeah, it's just a standard post using all the features that you get with Popcorn, just images, notice boxes. I've changed the color scheme on that one, but nothing too crazy. This is just a little icon for the map using the Font Awesome icons, but you could use anything. You could use Spectra. They've got icons in there too. And yeah, just a normal post. Nothing too crazy. And this is just a box that I stick in at the end of each post to try and encourage some comments. It's just the call to action pattern or block that you get with Popcorn theme. So that's it. I know it was a little bit all over the place, a little bit rambly, but yeah, hopefully you get an idea in terms of how I put this site together. Most of the features and patterns and elements that I'm using, we will include in Popcorn theme over the coming weeks and months. But if you use the travel demo, you'll get yourself to a point where you can start to customize the site and make it look a bit like this yourself. If you've got any questions or anything, obviously leave me a comment below. Okay, we're done. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found that useful. Maybe you're going to set up a site similar for your own projects. Do let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you, and I do read all the comments that I get. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. That really does help me out. And remember to subscribe to avoid missing out on future live streams and videos. But until next time, good luck with your sites. See you later.